What you're about to see is not rare. It's not expensive. It's not even exclusive. It is unreachable. This Ferrari was never sold, never listed, never meant for you or anyone else on Earth except one man. And Ferrari agreed to build it anyway. This is the Ferrari KC23, a car so extreme, so secretive, and so personal that Ferrari itself calls it a completely one-off commission. And once you understand why it exists, every other supercar will feel ordinary. Stay with me, because this story gets unreal fast. When most people think of Ferrari exclusivity, they imagine limited runs, 499 units, 250 units, maybe even 50. But the KC23 is not limited. It is singular. One car, one owner, one vision. In 2023, a longtime Ferrari collector, whose identity remains completely unknown, approached Ferrari's Special Projects division with a request that most brands would reject instantly. He didn't want a road car, he didn't want a race car, and he didn't want a concept. He wanted something Ferrari had never built before. Ferrari said yes. The foundation, a race car with no rules. Underneath the KC23's futuristic skin is something already terrifying, the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo. That's a full-blown race car chassis, the same platform used to win endurance races around the world. But here's where things change. Race cars are restricted. They're limited by rules, power caps, aero regulations, balance of performance. The KC23 has none of that, because it was never meant to compete. Ferrari removed the shackles. The 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8, already producing around 600 horsepower in GT3 trim, is now free from homologation constraints. Translation: this engine can breathe, push, and perform without permission. And that makes the KC23 something very rare. A race-bred Ferrari with no rules at all. But the engine isn't what makes this car shocking. The design is. Ferrari describes the KC23 as having pure, monolithic beauty. And that's not marketing talk. At first glance, the car looks like it was carved from a single block of metal. Smooth, aggressive, and almost alien. There are no traditional side mirrors. They're replaced with cameras. There are no obvious wings, because the aerodynamics move. When the car starts, massive air intakes emerge from the body. Front splitters and rear wings deploy electronically, only when needed. It's not just aerodynamic, it's responsive, like the car is awake. Every body panel is custom carbon fiber, designed only for this car, for this owner, for this purpose. And then there's the paint. The paint that refuses to stay one color. Ferrari finished the KC23 in a bespoke, 4-layer paint called Gold Mercury. Under sunlight, it doesn't just shine, it changes. Gold becomes silver, silver becomes liquid metal. Edges disappear, shapes shift. The car never looks the same twice, which is perfect because it was never meant to be seen often. But here's the detail that proves just how personal this car really is. Name with a secret. KC23 is not a random designation. According to Ferrari insiders and automotive media, the name likely comes from the owner's own initials. That means this isn't just a Ferrari made for someone. It's a Ferrari named after him. No public price, no ownership transfer, no resale value, because it was never meant to be sold. Ferrari delivered it directly to its creator's customer, and that's where it stayed. Why you'll never see one on the road. The KC23 is not street legal. It was built exclusively for non-competitive track use. No license plates, no homologation, no compromises. Inside, it's pure race car, a roll cage, racing seats, minimal luxury, maximum focus. This is Ferrari unleashed, without concern for regulations, marketing, or mass appeal. Just engineering obsession. After completion, Ferrari allowed the world a brief glimpse. The KC23 debuted at the 2023 Goodwood Festival of Speed. Then it appeared at the Ferrari Museum in Maranello. And then, just like that, it disappeared back into private ownership. No production run, no future version, no successor. One car, one owner, forever. The Ferrari KC23 is not about speed records, or lap times, or resale value. It represents something far rarer, a moment when one person's imagination was powerful enough that Ferrari broke its own boundaries to satisfy it. This isn't the most expensive Ferrari, it isn't the fastest, but it may be the purest expression of what Ferrari can do when money, rules, and logic are removed. And that's why no one else will ever own one. Now here's the question. If Ferrari built this for one man, what other cars exist that the world was never meant to have? Because the KC23 is not alone, and the next one makes this Ferrari look almost reasonable. If you want that story, you know what to do.